better because I came into it. Understanding that human nature is that she will not be outgiven because she comes from a God that won't be outgiven, so she's predispositioned. She is pre-wired to not be a taker, but to be a giver. No matter how much I give her, she's not going to be outgiven. She's going to say, that guy really cares, and he really helped with this, and he really made me feel this, and I really feel that great. And whether she gives back to me or whether she gives back to all of you, doesn't matter. She's given a whole lot more than she received. And that too is that whole pay it forward concept where every person here is vested in each other, where they care, where they connect. We can connect with information. We can look at the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Urantia. We can look at 100 or 1,000 different books, or movies, or motivational speakers, or inspirational stories. And we can keep them on the table, just like my arm. It's on the table. Do you have an arm? Yep, sure do. It's right there. Or we can internalize it. We can bring it into ourselves, and we can connect with it. We can hear stories about story after story after story of people giving what they want to receive and giving smiles and getting back 1,000 smiles for everyone they give out. We can hear the stories of people who challenge themselves and challenge God, put an extra 5, 10, 20 bucks, 20 cents, whatever, into the offering plate because they were challenging God. And they can have their story. They can make that a part of them, or they can put it on the table and go, hey, that's cool. See, that's my arm right there. I have my faith. It's right there. I keep it there so I don't lose it. Or I have my faith because it's how it lives. We can connect with knowledge. We can connect spiritually. We can utilize the tools of meditation, of energy, of these things being so real, and dedicate the time that they need to just quiet the mind and allow that connection to everything. Or we can put out there, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. Too busy to do it. Sorry, Jeopardy was more important. Or we can say, I am worth investing in myself 20 minutes a day to just turn off everything around me and just connect, just spiritually connect and see what it does for you. See what it does for your stress level. See what it does for your medical conditions. See what it does for your awakening of new ideas, of new ways that your life can be even better, just by giving it that little moment and connecting spiritually. Maybe you got a piece of my heart. Maybe I got a piece of yours. Maybe we don't even know it. Maybe all we need is 20 minutes together to go, dude, I still got this piece that I think you need. And you go, hey, no kidding, I got this one. It's got your name on it. Cool, let's swap. Let's try it. And enrich my life by being a part of it. And allow me to enrich yours by being a part of that. That's connecting. That's what we can do. That's what we do here. And connecting with God. The God inside, the God outside. Connecting with it. That we're not just great spiritual beings in a little suit of USDA hamburger walking around in a spinning ball of mud for a couple years going, it's all on me. No. A little bit of ground beef doesn't make me me. A little body, no matter how many trillion cells are in it. A little bit of a spinning ball of mud, this earth going around, isn't all that. Connecting with Source. Saying, my cup is empty, fill it back up. Your cup's empty, want some? I'll pour myself in. Will you fill mine back up? Will you let her fill theirs back up and them fill theirs back up? It's like Amway in a good way. But we can do all of this stuff to look at what is it to be alive? Why? Why do we choose to incarnate? What is the whole purpose of this little thing we call life? This whole, let's go get trapped in a body for a few years, a few decades. What's it about? When we're not in a body with the illusion of separation, we're connected to Source. And as connection with Source, we have access to everything. All knowledge, all love, all experience, of all time, of all place. And in that incredible experience, what's missing? What gets missing over time is, who am I? I'm a part of all this, but where I don't have an edge, I may meld right into you and meld right into you like glasses of water in the ocean. At some point, where does my little bit of water end and your little bit of water begin? Then we start to ask the question, who am I? Who am I? And so we pour ourselves out of that ocean into a little glass for a short period of time so that we can self-actualize. So that we can say, this is my little glass of water, and this is my experience, and this is who I am. Now, if during my life I can raise that vibration a little bit, or a lot, or come in contact with other little glasses of water and raise theirs a little bit, or a lot, then at the end, when we pour ourselves back into that ocean, that connectedness of all things, individually and collectively, we can raise the whole consciousness of God. Wow.
Wow.
That's what we get by connecting instead of observing. We can say, hey, good stuff. See you next Sunday. Or we can say, I got some spiritual food there. I'm full. I think I need a day or two to process this. And I feel like I can do this. And I feel like I can do that. And I know that I can do this. I'm going to do it. And as we do, as we walk down that journey, we get closer to God. We get closer to ourselves. We understand both better. And we gain some tools for life mastery, all leading back to our two goals. Now, even though I may stand up front, or Mary may stand up front, or over the course of the service, you might, or 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 even you might. Any one of us may stand up here. There is no teacher-student scenario. When we had a healing workshop the other day, what did? We got into a circle so that we could all be healers and we could all be healed. That's what it's about. It's this. It's life as a team sport. I'm bringing my little puzzle piece, and I'm connecting it to your little puzzle piece, and to yours, and to yours, and to yours. And as more of those puzzle pieces together, we look and go, wow, it's a giraffe. No, it's an elephant. No, a black cat. No, it's a cheetah. The picture changes the more of us bring our puzzle pieces into it. It evolves as we evolve. Just like the spiritual blueprint has different layers, so do what we create together. But the only way we create is by connecting. And this is the power, the real power of connection.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Now, every week we do a giving, receiving, and tithing. So anybody who's new, don't reach for your wallets. Don't reach for your purse. Don't reach for nothing. We like to outgive as much as we can. We like to give from as many ways as possible that we can. We do it with a meditation, with a skit, with a presentation, with music, with whatever we can, and we give you a tool every week. And this week's tool, as it's on connection, this week's tool, we're giving you some sweetgrass. Now, sweetgrass in the Native American culture, by burning the sweetgrass, the smell, the scent of the sweetgrass is like candy to good spirits. They're so attracted to this smell. Just as the burning of sage, the smoke of sage, smudging, pushes out negative energy,
Yeah.
sweetgrass attracts in positive energy just by growing it, just by lighting it up and letting that little smoke go. And so today, we've got a little bit of a braid of sweetgrass for each one of you so that you can take it home. Take it to your space. Wherever you do your spiritual stuff, whether it's in your car, your house, out behind your house, wherever it is, here's a little extra energy to boost your connection in that space, to welcome in the positive spirits and your connection with them in your life. And this is our gift to you. I'm going to start that little song. So if you wouldn't mind, take one and pass it on. And those who want can sing along with our little song, because we do it from both sides, from the giving and from the receiving.
Something
If you give it away, you end up having more. So let's go dancing till the break of day. And if there's a lifer we can pay. For love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. Love is
No, you don't.
if you
Okay,
give it
good question.
away. Give it away. Give it away.
Okay, we had a good question. All questions are good questions first. But we had a good question, and whether it was said out of humor or not, was asked, we don't smoke this, do we? And the answer is no. We do not smoke this. We just light it on fire, and then put out the flame, and let the smoke go up. And as it does, you'll smell that smoke. If you want to immerse yourself in it, like say you have a little dish, you put it in there, you kind of take that smoke and almost give yourself a little sage bath or a sweetgrass bath to help raise your vibration to be in alignment with or equal to that of the sweetgrass. Now for this part, we would love it if you would exchange energy with us. We've talked a little bit about some of the benefits of challenging God or challenging yourself, your relationship with Him. If it's your first time here, don't even think about giving anything. That's not what it's about. Is just enjoy. Just enjoy. And if you like what you saw, if you like what you felt, come back. Be part of the family. Help us and help us help you. And then help us some more. And then we'll help you. We just pass it back and forth. Hey, I'll help you. And it just grows. It just keeps growing. Now, as we talked earlier, 10% of everything that comes in, Mary and I personally, we tithe 10% of what we make. And we do it because as we challenge God, it seems to work. There was a time in my life that I chose to not tithe because I felt like I didn't have enough. And every time I went to the bank, I had less money than I thought I should have. And no matter what I did, it didn't seem like I'd get ahead. So I figured I needed to try something different, and I did. And I started committing to tithing 10%, and I do. And as I do, I find that when I go to the bank, I have more money in there than I think I'm supposed to have. And I like that feeling better, so I keep doing it. But that's my deal. As a spiritual community, we take 10% of whatever comes in here and it goes directly into the God box. Directly into those little cards. I'm listening and I love you, God. So you get to be a part of that miracle also. So, if you wouldn't mind, take whatever it is that you feel like giving and just put it in your hand and infuse it with your energy. Infuse it with your love. Give it the energy of duplication. Think of whatever is in your hand like bunnies, or some people said love bugs. Something that multiplies really, really quick. So no matter what you're giving 100 times that, or 1,000 times that. Or, like the synaptic pathways in your brain, 1,000 trillion times that. Infuse it with that energy. Money is just a symbol. It's energy. Help that energy grow. And only give from the heart. If you don't feel good about whatever it is you're getting ready to give, put it back in your pocket. We don't want anything that's not positive. Turbocharged positive. We don't want anything reluctantly or trying to pry it out of your finger. No, if you don't have the feeling in your heart that it's good, then don't do it. You're not doing it. You are. If you feel in your heart, this is wrong.
Give it away, love is something you can. It's just like a magic penny, hold it tight. We got so many, they're all over the floor. Give it away, love you give it away, you end up having more.
Yeah. Woo.
Yep, down one. Perfect. Now, if you feel inclined, if you feel like this speaks to you, I would ask you to read it with me. But think about the energy of the giving and the energy of the receiving as you think about this. And if you agree with it, please say it with us. Divine Spirit, bless these gifts. I welcome abundance in my life. Bless and multiply all that I am able to give